Buenas sanhafade, Kwahu si Malia, and this is Gipapa i Trongkon Niyok. Sidus maasi para i tempo mo pago. Thank you for joining me for the very first episode of Gipapa i Trongkon Niyok. Malaguzut para be tutuhun. I would like to start with a short introduction and a little bit of a disclaimer. This is the very first episode of Gipapa i Trongkon Niyok, so the content, the audio, everything is a work in progress. As far as an introduction goes, ginin maestran CHamoru gi eskwelahan elementaryo gita Guahan. I was an elementary school CHamoru teacher in Guam. Lo gai gitu kita Michigan gi Estados Unidos Pago. I now live in Michigan. I have always had a love for ilingwahin CHamoru. I grew up speaking it gigimao. Lo, to be perfectly honest, the izoku permit lingwahi finut CHamoru, so I ended up learning majority of what I know puri finut CHamoru in high school, in college, and being a CHamoru teacher. It's an experience that I am forever grateful for. But moving away from home made me realize how little of ifinut CHamoru I had around me. It was difficult, obviously, to hear it. There aren't very many speakers. There aren't very many CHamoros or CHamoru speakers where I live. And when I discovered that there was a group of people on the internet, ni man fifinut CHamoru, mane eza kifinut CHamoru, they would type and they would tweet, they would post, sing, all of these things. Gi finut CHamoru, it really inspired me, and it made me want to share what I know with people. Now, I would like to say, as I addressed in my disclaimer, that I may make mistakes, and I know that I am by no means telling anybody that I'm a defining authority or anything like that. I just feel as if everyone has something to add to this conversation. We all have something to share, puri finota, puri kuturata, and if we could all just share that with the world, with each other, without feeling any of that restraint, any of minamahla or any hesitance that we get from being criticized or from being teased about how well we speak or how CHamoru we are, that it would be beneficial for all CHamoros all over the world. So, back to this podcast. That's why I would like to share things with you. So, my goal for the time being is to provide audio accompaniment from any tweets or Instagram posts that I have created thus far. Pues nihi zata fanwentus, nihi zata fan pinut CHamoru, then most importantly, nihi zata fan afa maulik mo na ombre za. All right? Bueno, so today's Hemplo is an example of reduplication. Now, reduplication is the word we use to describe what happens when a part of a word, or even the whole word sometimes, is duplicated to change or to add meaning to something. Now, in CHamoru, this has several functions, but the one we are going to give an example of and talk about today is reduplication in adjectives in CHamoru. So essentially, when we duplicate certain syllables in CHamoru adjectives, this adds degrees to its definition. So for example, in the word pika means hot or spicy, and if we were to duplicate the syllable ka and change it from pika to pikaka, this adds degrees of spiciness to the word. So let's try this with some sentences now. Pika I kelaguen. The kelaguen is spicy. Pikaka I kelaguen. The kelaguen is very spicy. Woo! I kelaguen. The kelaguen was so spicy I could not breathe. Now obviously I took some artistic licenses there with that last bit, but I hope that you get the point. The second example will be Chaddedek. Chaddedek. Chaddedek, if you know English, is fast or quick. So let's try this with some sentences. Chaddedek ikareta. The car is fast. Chaddedek ikareta. The car is quite fast. Chaddedek ikareta. The car is so fast I did not even see it go by. In conclusion, the examples from today's podcast were examples of reduplication in adjectives, gifi no CHamoru. Reduplicating parts of adjectives in CHamoru adds degrees of meaning, where maguf would mean happy, maguguf would mean very happy or happier than maguf. I hope this was meaningful to you. I hope that it was helpful or that it helped you to make connections somehow with something you've heard before, or even just to feel closer to I kulturata, than ifinota, I islata guahan. When I hear CHamoru, when I read it, see it, hear it, any shape or form, it makes me feel closer to home. So I am always happy about that. If that was the case for you, put favor, naizu un damagasulo, a thumbs up, un corazon, a like, a favorite, whatever it is that we give each other. And if there's something that you want to add to this conversation, tugi izo nihiza tadiskuti, sizuas maasitalo para itempomo, kwahu similia, gipapa i Trongkon Niyok. Adios.